Alright guys, I'm StableAbe from BoLS, and I'm here at Fantasy Flight Games headquarters with...
I'm Alex Davey, designer of Legion.
Awesome, and we're going to be playing a game of Legion. So Alex, tell us a little bit about what we're going to play today.
Yeah, well, I thought we would go a little bit past the core set today, because I know you guys have already streamed some demo games. So I took some of the ideas from the core set, and we're just going to scrunch them down to fit on a 3x3 battlefield and a 500-point army. So we've got a 500-point Imperial army, got a 500-point Rebel army, and we are going to simply play with a modified version of the battle lines and a modified version of the intercept the transmission scenario. So there's one objective here in the middle to control. The player with the most trooper units at range 1 of that objective at the ends of rounds 2 and 4 will receive a point, and at the end of the game, the player with the most trooper units there will receive 3 points. So essentially, or receive 2 points. So essentially, it's very similar to intercept the transmissions, but we are going to be playing it on a smaller board.
Sweet. So we'll be back as we get that started, guys. We have started here with, we've got our deployment all set up. So why don't you walk me through your army there, Alex?
Sure. It's pretty straightforward. I got 3 units of stormtroopers to try to take and hold objectives. One of them has a rocket launcher, which I'm hoping is going to help me deal with the ATRT. The other one has the standard DLT-19, which is a very useful all-arounder upgrade. Got a pack of speeder bikes, and I've got the Dark Lord of the Sith. Ooh. He is rocking Saber Throw, which gives him a little bit of extra distance, especially combined with his Relentless ability. And Force Choke.
I gotta have that Force Choke.
And thanks to his Master of the Force 1, he's going to be replenishing that Force Choke as much as he
everyone.
Wants. So.
Yeah, we were joking. It's funny that he can't choke commanders. Yeah, except in the movies, the only people he chokes are commanders.
That's true.
Yeah, so I've got sort of a mirror in with the rebels over here. I've got a unit of rebel troopers here with the Z6 rotary blaster. I've got an identical unit, though these guys actually have targeting scopes, so they're not quite identical. I've got Luke Skywalker here. He's got force reflexes and force push. And then I've got another unit of rebel troopers over here. They are going to be rocking out with the MPL Ion Trooper. Now we've got the awesome ATRT with his flamethrower hidden behind that building there. And today's objective, we are going to be fighting over that objective right there in the middle. So we'll come back to you after turn 1 and see how it goes. So we're here at the end of turn 1. Both myself and Alex used the standing orders, which is kind of your default advancing slowly order. And we all just kind of ran towards the center. I advanced the squad that had been here up there as fast as I could. This squad kind of skirted the building. The squad that had been hiding back here ran up behind that cover. My ATRT ran forward with its flamethrower, and then Luke started moving up. And none of my guys got to shoot anything. We did a little bit of dodging. The Imperial forces have all advanced in the center, except for the speeder bikes, which you can see are really going to flank around here. And the one big thing that happened is we got a really lucky, well-shot missile from the DHL?
HH-12.
HH-12, that's right. That did 5 damage to my poor ATRT, leaving it with 1, and it is damaged and may not get to act fully next turn, and just not where it wants to be. But that is what's happened on turn 1. We're all moving up. Vader's getting too close, so I'm all going to run away now. Oh, Vader did try a saber throw, which ended up hitting a barricade and doing nothing except scaring my poor rebels. But we will be back after turn 2. Alright guys, so we're back with a quick mid-round action. I managed to ambush and get the first activation, and my ATRT, damaged and falling apart, has sprinted forward right in front of these stormtroopers, and it is about to unload on them with its flamethrower. So the way the flamethrower works in this game is it only has a 2 black dice attack, but it gets to make that attack, or add that many dice for every model in the unit that it's in range of, which is going to be 10 dice here. So, let's see how this goes.
Could be nasty.
I've got 9 dice here, and I'm going to roll 1 more.
Oh, I don't like that.
So we do have an offensive surge. I'm just going to go ahead and re-roll this one here. So that's going to be...
Is that 10 hits?
9 hits.
9 hits. Gross.
So 9 hits.
All right.
My flamethrower ignores his cover, so even though it's got this barricade, the flames go around it.
tried to stop you.
Let's see how good the Stormtrooper armor is going to be.
Yeah, come on, Stormies.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. They came through pretty well, actually. At least 2 of them.
So my flamethrower, less effective than Ewok spears. Alright, but that was my big attack, and we'll be back.
And we'll take a suppression tag
to show you the end of the round. So we're here at the end of round 2, turn 2. This was a pretty active phase. So if you saw at the beginning, my ATRT ran up and flamethrowered some stormtroopers out of existence, and then was immediately killed by their return fire. So it is a pile of rubble right in front of that barricade, which is just full of stormtroopers. Really wish I had a flamethrower still over there. These guys ran forward. They put some hurt onto Vader. He took a couple wounds off of some shooting, but they got wrecked by a bunch of stormtrooper and lightsabers and force choking and speeder bikes. So their commander is left with a little bit of suppression on him. Luke took a wound from some random shots. The back unit of stormtroopers with the missile launcher, they advanced. They used new ways to motivate them, so they lost a model, but they got to double move, and that let them put some more pain on me. I had lost another model out of this squad here, and then we've got this squad of stormtroopers in the middle there who are moving up to support Vader, and they've taken a little damage too. So I've lost about 6 of my rebel troopers all told, and my ATRT, and you've lost about 5 stormtroopers, 6 stormtroopers yourself?
5 dead stormtroopers, yeah.
5 dead stormtroopers. Yeah. So still anyone's game at this point, but the loss of the ATRT is going to hurt. So
it's also the end of round 2, so we now check to see who controls the objective.
Right.
I have 1, 2, 3 unit leaders, and you have 1, 2, 3 unit leaders. So nobody controls the objective. No victory points are gained this round.
All right. So you notice I managed to keep my unit leader alive there, which helped me contest that. It was super good planning on my part.
That rebel dodge token, it really pays off.
It paid off. So we'll be back at the end of round 3, or maybe with a special father-son fight. We'll see. I feel like that might be shaping up in our future. Right, so we are back at the beginning of turn 3 with some Vader on Luke action here. So Vader actually got to go first. He force choked my poor squad leader to gain that objective for him, and then threw a lightsaber, which did nothing. And then he is
astonishing, swing and a miss,
bam, into the ground. And now he's gone into full defensive mode, dodging and getting ready to reflect all my attacks back against me. But it is Luke Skywalker's turn. He is raging out like the end of Return of the Jedi with Son of Skywalker, so he has run up, and he is going to get his first swing with old Anakin's lightsaber. And it's going to be 6 black dice against Vader here.
Yep. Could be ugly. What am I looking at?
Let's see, that's going to be a crit, so it's going to be 5 hits.
5 hits.
2 crits and 3 normal for dodge purposes, I suppose.
Alright, I'm going to use my dodge token. Cancel one of those.
It's going to be 1,
which means 4, and that means I'm going to turn on my deflection. It won't bounce shots back because it's not a ranged attack, but it will protect me from. So that surge paid off because I used my dodge token, and he's going to take 2 more wounds. He's halfway done.
Dead. Living on a wing and a spoil and a prayer.
Bon Jovi gonna kick you?
Yeah. All right, and then because I did use Son of Skywalker,
here it comes again.
Luke gets to attack him again.
Yes, indeed.
Major can't dodge this one. Oh, that wasn't very good. That's
okay.
3 hits.
That's a relief. So
I can't kill him. I really can't kill him.
Takes another wound though. Takes another wound. Every little bit.
That was his hand. Got him.
Alright.
I still have an action left. So.
Dodge token's always good.
Yeah, he's going to dodge token, but I think I'm going to force push before then.
Oh, very nice.
The question is, do I want to force push Vader or one of those stormtroopers?
Well, you force push Vader out, then he can get shot some more.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
That is not a bad thing. So,
some good tactics right there.
I can force push him over.
You certainly can.
Bam!
Oh no!
Closer to my troops, right where I want him.
Yeah, that works.
And then I will dodge with Luke and hope he can survive all the stormtroopers that are going to shoot him. And there we go. That was some
very nice.
Vader and Luke action.
Very nice.
We're here at the end of turn 3. This has been another pretty eventful turn. As you saw at the beginning, Vader and Luke had a little face-off, and Vader managed to survive Luke, but he got force thrown over that barricade, and then my rebel infantry squad ran up and put him down at point-blank range with a ion grenade blast launcher. So I guess all that machine in him doesn't like the ion very much. So that was that. That was pretty good for me. Alex's his speeder bikes whipped around this corner here and killed 4 of my 6-man squad. That wasn't great. I managed to put a wound back on him. And then the rest of his squad, most of them, 2 of them fired at Luke. Luke took 2 wounds out of it, but also killed 2 guys, deflecting 2 out of 3 shots back at them. And so killed half of the squad of stormtroopers that was shooting at him. And we've got the rest of them are all in there. So we've got it coming down here. I've got 6 troopers and Luke left versus 7 stormtroopers and 2 speeder bikes. So it's really going to be up to Luke to pull it out here.
It's a plus 1.
Yeah.
And I have to nominate a new commander.
Oh, true.
Vader. So Rocket Squad is the new boss.
Rocket Squad. All right, guys. We'll be back at the end of turn 4. See who controls that objective. There's no scoring this turn, so we're still no points from that objective yet.
We can test the objective again, though, because I've got 2 trooper units and you've got 2 trooper units.
Yeah, as you can hear, guys, we're at the end of turn 4. We are contesting the objective. I've lost another trooper this turn, but I managed to kill 4 of the Imperials, or 3 of the Imperials I was fighting. Luke cut down 2, and then I shot up that squad that's kind of in the open and got a guy off of them. I put another wound onto the speeder bikes, but those are still a big threat that are zipping around here. I don't have a good answer for them, and my squads are getting pretty beat up here. So we'll see how turn 5 goes. No points for either of us yet, and we'll see you at the end of turn 5. Guys, so this is the end of turn 5. We've got a total of 6 models on the table. So Luke went first. He ran up and killed 2 more stormtroopers. Almost got 3 of them. He rolled some good defense saves there. So we've got 2 stormtrooper sergeants and the 1 bike. The bikes finished off my squad that had been behind that barricade in the center. But then my squad that's up here at the very top of the camera here, they killed, finally, after 3 turns of aiming and shooting at those bikes, put the 3rd wound on the bike and killed 1 of them. The other one's still there. So we're going to the last turn now. And I'm running into the problem where he's got a lot of guys on that objective and I don't. So we'll see what can be done about this. But it's not like it's looking like a bloodbath, but maybe a technical Empire victory. We'll see here. So that's the end of the game, end of turn 6. So what I did is I played the card Return of the Jedi, and the Jedi did return this turn. So Luke got to go first, or sorry, Luke didn't go first. My troopers back here went first, but they did nothing. So it's like they weren't going first at all. But Luke refreshed on his turn and then force pushed that lone stormtrooper in the back away from the objective, out of range of scoring. He had already gone and tried to punch Luke, and then Luke ran over and killed the lone trooper on the objective, which gave him the objective. And the speeder bikes came over and tried to shoot him up. They can't claim the objective, though. They failed to kill him, and so Luke is on the objective. We've got 5 models left on the board, so definitely a bloodbath here. Very close game. If I hadn't managed to get lucky and put down Vader at that one critical point, I think it would have been very different. But yeah, Rebels managed to get a quick victory here. Quick thoughts on the game?
That was really fun. I mean, yeah, you're right. You knocking 3 wounds off of Vader with the last attack of, I think it was turn 4?
Yeah.
Turn 3?
Turn 3, yeah.
That was rough because I would have had another 1-pip card, so I could have guaranteed the first turn. And,
right.
It was also the Implacable command card, which is the one that gives Vader an extra activation.
Yep.
So that could have been a very different story, but that's the thing. I got courageous with Vader, and I paid the price for it. The force pushing him over the barricade so that your rebels could finish him off was a nice little tactical trick, so it was cool to see that in action.
Yeah, I think I did manage to do force push. Probably won me this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Pushing you away at the end, it was the only way I could get. I had 2 guys on the objective. I needed to get both of them off, and the only way I could do that was force pushing one and killing the other. So that came in real clutch. But that was a great game. Great use of the speeder bikes. If you saw them, they really went around the entire table. And chewed up my backfield a lot. So they probably killed the most out of your entire army, I think.
Yeah, they're probably my MVP for sure.
Yeah, they killed 8 or 9 of my infantry by themselves. So that was pretty crazy. But hey,
yeah, good game, man.
Great game, man.
A lot
Thanks
of fun.
for playing. Yeah. Alright guys, that is our Star Wars Legion game here.
Click to subscribe. Support us on Patreon. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.